stolen by Jay. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, that fast break all started with the defense from Che makes the play and the pass.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell against Beal. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Wagner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Conley gets the bucket.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Pass to Beal. Wizards passing it around. There's Brown with the three. No good. Shot missing. And Utah the other way now. Conley with a wide open look. Utah gets it back. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Ingles.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
Here's Che. He drains the quick shot. Che's got 10 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
And stolen by Che. Dishes to Brown. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Here's Beal. Here's Beal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, the athleticism and size of Bradley Beal makes that an easy shot, believe it or not. He's got great vertical. When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
Back to Brown, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Here's Brown. And a miss there off the inbound. And with Beal doors, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence. Boy, the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Conley finds Gobert. Mitchell with it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw dropped for Mitchell. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
And Mitchell drops them both. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things different.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great examples. The Wizards making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. O'Neal's checked in. Up top, Moutier, covered by Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell, and the jumper is good. Mitchell's got 12.
I tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
Here's Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Well, when you talk to his teammates, they have so much more respect for Che's off-the-court endeavors. This guy is so much more than just a basketball player.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. No good. That would have tied it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wow, Che is absolutely on fire. Works for everything he's gotten.
Jazz trail by 5. Here's Mitchell. Good work defensively by Bryant.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And yes, it's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wall against Moutier. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And how about those rookies? Time now to check out the Rookie of the Year race, ranking the league's best young rookies here midway through the season. Well, you look at Brown. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award. Guys, how often do you see an alley-oop designed for your guard? Donovan Mitchell defies explanation.
Murray surveying the D. And it's Brown missing.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
O'Neal, and it's blocked. Brown against Okafor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Well, this is part of his rise to being an NBA player. Che does such a good job of drawing contact.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have 1 title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team, led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Moutier dishes to Okafor. Bryant with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Back to O'Neal. Banked in off the glass.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Here's Che. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Okafor. And the foul called on Che. That is his first foul of the game. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Brown. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 10-point game. Wall with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And laid in to finish the break.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Passes it to Okafor. Over Bryant. Okafor gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Wall kicks to Murray. Pass to Bertens. From the baseline. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Niang passes to Davis. The pass to Moutier. Clock at 4. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here we go. Washington fast break. Got that one up quick. And the Wizards lead by 14.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to them here early, and they are clicking in transition.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot is long.
Well, this is how you shut him down.
Washington going with a whole new group here. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. We've got Brown. Wagner out there with Hachimura. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. To the paint. Tries from 10. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. He has 5.
Well, there's a smooth efficiency to the jump shooting ability of Bojan Bogdanovich. What a knockdown shot.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Hawks got the job done. He scored an amazing number of points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here's Conley. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Charlotte. And
the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's Hachimura, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball helped. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Smith against Conley. The putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The drive by Che. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ingles dishes to Gobert to the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovich, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
He threw good, Bogdanovich. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovich said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich A great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate. He's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Brown against Mitchell. Leans. That one off the back iron and out.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Bogdanovich. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
Mitchell against Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell. For Washington, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. No good on the second free throw.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
For Utah, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
The first free throw is good. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Brown feeling it out a bit. And no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovich. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. Wizards leading by 16. On the wing, Shea. Covered by Mitchell. Bucket is good.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Shea, that will open up his perimeter game.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Inside, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Wizards. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Jazz trail by 20. Now here's Conley. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pass to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock, and the foul called on Shea. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Wizards making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And Gobert kicks to Niang. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 6 points in the quarter.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
And the Jazz call time here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Washington making some changes. Bryant comes in for Mo Wagner. And John Wall subbed in for Che. And a switcher also for Utah. Okafor's checked in. On the wing, Mitchell. 32 points for him last game against Charlotte. Okafor finds Mitchell. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Washington with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Che, in the first half, the ball has been flying around. You've been right in the middle of all of it. How important is ball movement in your offense?
DA, man, it's so crucial, man. It's a high, part of what we do. We have talent to score on one-on-one, but it's easier, man, and actually a lot more fun. When we're sharing the ball, everyone's getting touches, and we'll win a lot more games that way, man.
But definitely on track to get another one here so far. Good luck in the second half. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere. Here's Hachimura to the middle. Here's Shea. Stolen by Michael Conley. Beal against Mitchell. Outside Conley. Now the dish to Gobert. Down low, Ingles. Rebounded by the Wizards. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Che. They get it again. Here's Beal. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
I like the mentality by Beal. Takes it inside, mixes it up a little bit. Nice.
The Wizards have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. He's perfect from the line this time. And even though he came into the league at the age of 19 out of the University of Florida, Beal has been a scorer since the get-go.
Well, Bradley Beal entered the league as a sweet shooting 2-guard. He has worked his way into being a tremendous playmaker. Year over year, his overall offensive game has gotten so much better.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy and puts the pass on the money.
Passes it to Brown. Beal deciding where to go with it. Left side, Brown. Off target from the wing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Beal kicks to Brown. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. He dishes it to Brown. Brown against Conley. Pass to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Wagner's got 6.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
To me, Greg, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And then Brown with the dunk.
Look at that. Off the dribble, Che can play at a high level. And
so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Gobert, and Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Washington leading now by 23. The shot. And it's Brown missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Mitchell outside. Kicks it to Conley. Beal with the steal. The pass to Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you, off the dribble drive, Che has proven he is unafraid. Well, a new era begins for the Washington Wizards, right? The change in the front office. The team has tried for years to rebuild in a number of different approaches. Perhaps a fresh outlook for fans under new guidance gives this team new hope.
And for the Wizards and their new front office doors, a tough task ahead of them.
I think so, Kevin, because first and foremost, they need to change the culture of the team, right? Too long, there had been a lack of accountability in D.C., and I think once they address that, the rest of the rebuild could come easier.
And the shot goes in.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
From the wing. And again, Washington no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Moutier dishes to Gobert. Conley against Brown. Conley's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft." They said, "Look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. D.A., thank you.
Boy, when Moutier plays...
Washington leading now by 18. Hachimura out there with Wagner. Then there's Brown. Then there's Brown. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Jay. They get it back. Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow. Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition. Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Rebound by the Wizards. Shea's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
Shoots it. Shea's shot is off.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Brown outside. Back to Brown. Stolen by Mitchell. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Mitchell outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Bogdanovich is checked in for George Niang. And so Brown will bring it up for the Wizards. They lead by 14.
Boy, what a motor. Scouts question Shea's desire in college. No more.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kevin.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Gobert dishes to Mitchell to stop the run. Shea with the block.
All effort on the rejection. Shea never short on hustle.
It's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Now, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Pasechnik's checked in for Mo Wagner, and Murray's subbed in for Brown. Wagner, he's checked in for the Wizards. Troy Brown comes in for Murray. Jazz have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Moutier passed to Gobert. Mitchell is double. Back to Gobert. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. Up and in on the layup. Ingles has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
Brown, good.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Mudiay kicks to Bogdanovic. Ball against Mudiay. Mitchell in the corner. Takes the three. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. Mudiay's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Che. Makes it off the glass. Brown's got 48.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mudiay with the ball. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate. It's fair. They've earned the right to choose where they play.
Utah calls timeout.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Wizards on D. From 13, another shot, and Davis puts it in.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Okafor. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. He said he has a dislocated kneecap, which is incredibly painful to say the least. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Evan?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris? Now, Gobert. And here is Conley. Goes back up. And that one, good. Gobert's got 19 points.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
And Shea throws it down hard.
Well, that kind of finish from Shea will get the rest of his teammates a little burst of energy.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mo Wagner's checked in for Pacepniks. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. Troy Brown's checked in for Murray. And Beal subbed in for Smith. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Mudiay finds Mitchell. Here's Gobert. He doesn't hit that one. And the Wizards now going the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. To the paint. And the basket by Ingles.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
It's stolen by Mudiay. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Che, who drains the 19-footer. Che's got 57 points.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Passes it to Gobert. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Bogdanovich staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Paseknik's checked in for Mo Wagner. Bryant comes in for Hachimura. Murray's checked in for Troy Brown. And Smith subbed in for Beal.
There's a lot to like about Bogdanovich's game. He's a skilled scorer, he's a capable defender, and I think there's some leadership qualities there.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and then to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
On the wing, Che. Back to Brown. Che outside. Clock at 6. Pulls up. Misses off the right iron.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Wizards.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Che.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Oni. The three-pointer, no good. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Now they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They at this point.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a